This is my invitation for the New York program for the new year. I just returned from Singapore, where I talked about shortcut to financial abundance, because this is what they wanted. And I thought that it was a good topic. I would make that also the theme for the New York event, just not only for the New York event, for the New Year itself. Because the topic just attracted me, shortcut. What does it mean? Shortcut means at least two things. One is short in space versus a long route. And also, it has implications for time, a short time versus long time. So, time and space are together. So, we have to accomplish things in a short time, and I have my own favorite example of what a shortcut is. In terms of making money. You are, say, making $100,000 a year. In order to make $1 million, it takes 10 years of time. But how to compress or shorten the time? If you just in 1 year make $1 million, then you have shortened the time. In other words, you have done 10 years of work in 1 year, because you have made that $1 million in just 1 year. This is a very important concept. All that we need to do is to have a different relationship with time. Our relationship with time is not very healthy at this point. It's a very conservative concept of time. We are very conservative. What is the conservative concept says? That you work for 30 days and then get paid. But then there are people who are in other industries, like in trading, for instance, or in Singapore I was talking about horse racing. They were making money on a daily basis, on an hourly basis. So if you put that consciousness into your mind, then you will understand what really a shortcut means. A shortcut is having a proper relationship with time and space. I have moved people from spaces where they have never succeeded. They have spent all their lifetime in that space and never made any money. And I asked them to move out of this country, because this space is not supporting you. So once they moved out of the country, and in the other country where they moved into, they made all the money that they did not make for 20 years, 30 years of time. So that is making some adjustments in terms of space. In terms of time, the shortcut to understand the short time is to go to the God of time. There is a God of time. The Greeks called it as the Chronos, and the Hindus call it as 𝗖𝗲𝗶𝗹𝗶. And he is the one who creates time for different galaxies. In different galaxies, time is represented differently. Fast time, slow time, medium time. In heaven, time is very, very fast. In the earth plane, it is very, very slow. Although we are living in the earth plane, we can still catch up with the time as if we are living in heaven. So this is something that I'm going to talk about in a different video clip on 𝗖𝗲𝗶𝗹𝗶 and time management. So all that we need to do is, we really have to do something about our old concepts. We have to get rid of the old concepts. There have been a lot of books now coming on living in the moment and time doesn't exist. All these are only conceptual. We are not able to realize this in our practical everyday life. It's because that the past is something that weighs us down. The past is very, very strong in our memory. So we have to erase the past. You may ask, why do you worry about past? Past is everything. The present doesn't exist, but the past exists. But the past is also the future. You may think that the future you are creating something very new, but you are going to only relive the past in terms of what you call as future. Future is only another name for your past. Oh, this gives you some understanding of karma. So you wanted to be an engineer, you're a doctor, or a millionaire, or whatever you want to become. That thought came to you in the past. And then it takes a long time for you to realize this, sometimes a few lifetimes for you to accomplish this. And once you have accomplished this, then you are not satisfied. No, I wish I had not become a doctor or a lawyer. There are other ways of doing things. But then you are unable to make the changes. This is an important point. This is what I'm going to do in New York, because that's why I want all of you to come there, because I'm going to provide you new tools, new rituals to erase the past, so that you won't have the past that you don't want, or the future that comes in the name of the past. So all that you need to do is how you can go and restructure the past. Once you have restructured the past, you have succeeded in creating a great future. And the future is a dynamic one. It is not that it is set forever. It's going to change as well, because the life is like this. Because life moves very fast, very, very fast. But then we are unable to catch up with that because we are caught up in this body-mind, which is a restriction, a limitation. Our intelligence is based on sugar. When the sugar runs out, we cannot even think. And then we drop dead. So there is non-physical intelligence. This is going to be a major area I am going to focus on for the year 2011, beginning from the New York seminar. How can we use the non-physical intelligence? Because the physical intelligence is so limited, so bound by cause and effect, so bound by logic, and doesn't allow miracles to happen. If you want miracles to happen, then you have to transcend logic. Then what is the technique for logic? To transcend logic, or the concept of cause and effect. The technique cannot come from rational reality. It has to come from something that transcends the mind. That's what Einstein said, whatever discoveries came upon me. He never said, I discovered this, I discovered that. They came upon me. And then he wanted to be very, very clear, not through the rational process. But from where? From his own intuition. So in 2011, we are going to orient ourselves to the non-physical intelligence. And I'm going to what the non-physical intelligence is and how to prepare ourselves for that. And it's a 2-day program. There's also a 1-day program. So I invite all of you to come to New York for this program and prepare yourself for the golden age, which is going to start. The dawn is 2011. Or the pre-dawn, you may say. But definitely there is going to be a transition. Once again, I welcome you to come to New York.